Stuart Grundy was in charge of sessions, and he would ring me once a week and say, can you I've got the sessions for the next 3 months, can you do these dates? And I'd say yes to everything. I absolutely loved doing this. I thought this is the most thrilling time of my life, because you'd go in the studio with Simple Minds or Big Country or whatever, and then a week before the date, the producer of the strip show would ring you up and say, oh, I now know who the band is. You've got Cocteau Twins, or you've got the Waterboys, or you've got Aswad, or whoever it was. And it would be, so you turn up at 2 o'clock at the Maida Vale studios and have the studio lunch, because the BBC lunches were quite good and they were quite cheap. So that was always a big thrill, that you could eat properly. Go and meet the band. And I remember my knack was saying to them, this isn't going to be like any session you've ever done before. This is going to be fun. We're going to have a really great time. All I need to know is how many overdubs you're going to do, and we're going to have a ball. And I'd sort of try and instill a sense of fun and occasion about it. And generally the acts would respond by saying, oh, the guy's interested, because they had a sequence of producers who would be looking at their watches all the time and oh, the pub opens now, we'll take a break, and not be that interested, which perhaps if I'd been doing it for 10 years, I might have got that state as well. But I was kind of intrigued by the whole thing, and as the producer, you would give instructions. You weren't allowed to touch the desk, so you could press the talkback button to talk to the band, but you weren't allowed to do any knob twiddling, which was the SM, the studio manager, which was either Dave Robinson or Ted DeBono, or there were some great sound engineers who would, in the allotted time, which was very short, you'd be recording 4 tracks, 2:30 till 6, take a break for dinner, and then from 7 till 8:30 do your vocals. By 11 o'clock, everything had to be finished and mixed. I'd learnt so much about records and so much about performances, and I realised it was all about the performance, and how good a record you made or how good the session was if the band put some effort into it and really lived it. Actually, sometimes you were making records or takes which were better than the record. I remember doing a Simple Minds session where we recorded Promised You a Miracle, and they'd done the single the week beforehand, and they said, hang on, this is better than the record. And so there was some debate about it, and Virgin in the end they couldn't possibly not take the Radio 1 session, but all the session were the B-sides. The Peel sessions were odd, generally speaking, because Peel wasn't interested in he'd never turn up, or you'd just do them and put them on a reel-to-reel, 1 song for each reel, and he would laconically announce it the next week. The DJ never turned up. No, they never turned up, weren't interested in that kind of stuff, because it was all about the needle time.